Hey guys, I thought I'd talk about some of my CBD cannabis items that I've got. I don't see that many people talking about the high CBD strains on YouTube. So yeah, I thought I would talk you through what I've got and what my thoughts are on them. So the three products I've got are Advin, Cura B2, ACDC Cookies, which is 4% THC and 10% CBD. And then I've got Advent EMC1, which is ACDC, and that's only got 1% of THC and 14% CBD. So this is the one that I really recommend if you're a complete newbie to cannabis and you're really worried about the THC content, you want to sort of test the water a bit first. I do recommend getting this. I mean, it might not fully cover your symptom conditions, but because I think THC is so important for pain relief and sleep and anxiety, all the things that it helps with. But what I do really love about this is that you can mix it in with higher THC weed. So if you get something that's say 18% THC, you can just mix it in as much as you want, and then you can sort of slowly titrate up your dose and get used to THC in a really gentle way. And if it's too much, you can add a bit more of this in. So yeah, I think it's really valuable for that. I mean, I'm definitely THC tolerant these days, but I still add it in as and when. I mean, not every day, but there's times when I do add it into my mix. I sometimes do add it into my marijuana at night just to bump up the CBD content a bit. I have tried vaping this in the day, just as a sort of non-intoxicating version. And it is okay, but I don't find it really sort of gets all of my symptoms under control. So I think my favourite way to use this is to mix it in, but it's worth giving it a go. I mean, it's not the nicest smelling or tasting cannabis, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like the smell or the taste of it. It's very dry, bone dry, even with the Boveda pack-in, which are the humidity packs. It smells just a bit like dried herbs. It smells a bit like dried rosemary or dried sage or something like that. And I do think it's a little bit harsh to vape on its own. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just because it's the strain that's got very low THC, or whether it's just this particular strain. I don't know, but it is a little bit harsh, but it's fine when you mix it in. And yeah, it does the job of bumping up the CBD content. At the moment, how much is it? Let me have a look on MedBud Wiki. Oh yeah, of course. I think this has been discontinued. Yeah, I think this one's been discontinued because I haven't seen it for a while on there. It was one of the 5 gram packs. I do like how Advin does do some packs in 5 grams, so you can sort of try it out before you commit to paying full whack. I think it was £32.50 for 5 grams from Integro. But they have, Advin's released a few new high CBD strains recently. So I think what this is replacing, I think, is probably, it's called Riga or Rigger, and that looks quite similar in the terpene profile to this ACDC, and it comes in 5 grams, which is £32.50, or 10 grams, which is 65. So yeah, I will definitely repurchase another very low THC high CBD brand, because as I said, I do like to mix it in sometimes. Yeah, I think it will be something that I will continue to use. On the THC content, it's so negligible that I really don't notice it much at all. I feel a little bit warm and fuzzy, but I definitely don't feel stoned or high or, any of the THC sort of high THC strains. So as I said, it is good for beginners, cannabis newbies. And then the second one I've got, which I love this one. I really hope they don't discontinue it. This is the AC/DC Cookies, and it is really lovely. It smells incredible. I love the smell of it. To me, it smells, it's so strong. It's absolutely beautiful. It smells very floral. It's the most floral of all the strains that I've tried so far. So I presume it's quite high in linalool, which is the same terpene that's in lavender, because it does actually smell quite lavendery. And it just vapes so beautifully as well. It's really lovely, and it's also got a bit of give in it. I mean, this is like unheard of generally for like medical cannabis in the UK. It's actually a little bit sticky, and yeah, it actually came with a bit of moisture in. So props to Advin for actually producing some really good quality cannabis. So yeah, I think it's really enjoyable to vape. And it is, what did I say? It was 4% THC, 10% CBD. I can vape this no problem in the day. I can totally function on this. It's very low, but you still feel a little bit of a buzz. But and it's a really good mood elevator as well. I always feel quite quite happy when I vape this. It's a good antidepressant. It's definitely not sedating for me at all. It doesn't sedate me. I have tried vaping it at night instead of my marijuana, and it didn't send me off to sleep. So I obviously need much higher THC for nighttime. But in the day or early evening actually is my favourite time to vape it. It's a really good sort of, shake off the day, sort of kick back with some really mellow medical cannabis. So yeah, I love this, and it is still available. It's unfortunately for this one, which I presume is the slightly better grade cannabis to these ones, to this EMC one, the Cura B2, I think is, how much is it? 10 grams is 80. Yeah, 10 grams is £80. And I will definitely repurchase this. I think it's absolutely amazing for what you get. Really lovely. And finally, these are the CBD pastes that I love. This is from CBD Brothers, and it comes in these 1 milligram vials, syringes, and it's high concentration CBD extract, 16%. I discovered this years ago when CBD Brothers first came out, and I've been loyal to it ever since. I've tried a few other brands. This is what works for me. It's really, really good. It really helps with muscle relaxation. It sort of takes my muscles out of spasm, and I find it really calming, and just a really good thing to take. And I tend to take it sort of sporadically, but I take it probably twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. I try and take it in the morning if I remember, and I always take it at night when I'm taking my night oil, just to bump up the CBD content. And it's really easy to use. You just put a little bit on your finger and then you rub it on your gums. The only thing that I will say is that they've changed the formula recently. It's a lot more runny than it used to be. I keep it in the fridge because it helps to solidify it a bit. But it used to be easier to get a measured dose out. I do tend to sort of get through it quite quickly because it's very strong tasting. I used to get through it quite quickly because it was easier to get a small amount out. And it is a bit runny, so I'd probably get like double or treble dose, I don't know. But it does me good, and it's about, I think it's between £9 and £10 per gram in the UK. I probably do get through 2 of these a month, I reckon. They do lots of different products. They've just brought out some vapes actually, which I'd like to try, some CBD vapes. But they have oils. They've got all different strengths. But this one, I feel like it's pretty reasonably priced, and it's really, really strong, and it does the job. Yeah, you just rub it on your gums, and then it gets absorbed by the salivary glands. And I do like the taste of it. It reminds me of hash. It really reminds me of old school hash from the 80s and the 90s. It is a bit smoky, and it's, you know, it's pretty strong tasting, but you can always you know, down something to take the taste away if you don't like it. But yeah, so that's my 3 recommendations for high CBD products. I'm definitely going to try some other strains. I think next time I do a prescription, put my order in, I'm going to try, I don't know what I'm going to try next, but they've got, as well as the Rigor, which is the very low content medical cannabis, they've just brought out Best Choice as well, and that is 5% THC and 10% CBD. I'm quite interested to try that, especially because they do 5-gram pots, so you know, it's £32.50. If you don't like it, it's not, you know, the worst waste of money. Warlock looks really good, and I have read some good things about that, and that's by Tilray. That only comes in 15 grams, and that's £75. And then there's Equiposa, which is by Aurora, and that is 5 grams for 40 or 10 grams for 80. So those are the 3 at the moment that I've got my eye on, that I want to try something like that next with high CBD. But yeah, I've got a fair bit of this AC/DC cookies left, so you know, I won't get through that too quickly because I'm a pretty light vapor really. But yeah, if there's any other strains that are high CBD that anyone's tried, or even if you've tried any of these, or if you've got any questions or anything you want to ask, then pop them in the comments. And yeah, I'm just hoping you're all as well as you can be, and yeah, happy medicating.